Okay, so what if I told you that you could launch an entire AI startup in like the time it takes to brew your morning coffee? Sounds a bit out there, right? Well, the source material we're diving into today lays out a blueprint that claims to do exactly that. But it's not just about speed, it's about a very specific and honestly a pretty ambitious promise. And here it is. This is the hook. The goal isn't just to build something, it's to build something that generates 50,000 rupees a month in recurring income. That specific number? It's not just a target, it's the entire premise of this strategy, and it's absolutely designed to grab your attention. So, you gotta ask the obvious question here. Is this for real? I mean, can you actually send up a profitable business in just 10 minutes? That's what we're here to find out. Let's break down this plan and see if it holds up. All right, so every startup, big or small, starts with an idea. But in this super fast blueprint, the whole ideation phase is on fast forward. It's all about finding a profitable concept and finding it now. Step one is to just pick a service. And you'll notice a trend here, right? These aren't some crazy futuristic ideas. They're practical services for other businesses. Things like content creation or social media management. The whole point is to use AI to solve problems that already exist. So for this breakdown, we're going to follow the path of an AI content agency. Next up, a quick and dirty market analysis. For this AI content agency idea, the plan basically assumes that demand is high, the competition is manageable, and because of that, the earning potential is strong. Look, it's not a deep MBA-level dive, but it's meant to be a quick gut check to see if the idea has legs before you move on. And finally, for this first phase, you give the idea an identity. The blueprint actually uses AI to spit out brand names, check domain ideas, and come up with taglines. The goal is to make the whole concept feel real and ready to go, like almost instantly. Okay, so you've got the idea locked in. Now we get to the most, audacious part of this whole plan, the 10-minute build. This is where the idea is supposed to transform into actual business assets, and all of this happens with a clock ticking. So what does a 10-minute build even look like? While the workflow is just ruthlessly efficient, it's focused on 4 key tasks. The philosophy here is all about minimum viable assets, creating just enough to start selling. We're talking everything from the words on your website to some sample work. First thing you need is a sales pitch. The AI generates landing page copy that looks something like this. It's direct, it's focused on the benefits, and it's aimed right at a client's biggest problems. It's all about crafting a message that sells, and doing it in seconds. But wait, how do you get clients if you don't have any past work to show them? Well, the blueprint's answer is simple. You create it. The AI generates mock portfolio pieces, like this social media caption, to instantly give you some proof of what you can do. So you've got a brand, you've got a portfolio, and you did it all in minutes. Now for the part that really matters, finding people who will actually pay you. The blueprint's third phase is all about the go-to-market strategy. First things first, you have to define what you're selling. The plan outlines a really simple tiered pricing structure. By creating these distinct packages, Starter, Growth, and Pro, it makes it super easy for a potential client to say yes and gives you a clear path to upsell them from day one. With your prices set, it's time to reach out. The blueprint gives you these copy and paste scripts like this one for WhatsApp. The key here is how short it is and the low commitment ask. Have 5 minutes? It's all designed for quick, direct, and painless engagement. The strategy changes just a little bit for Instagram. See how it leads with a compliment? Love your brand. Then it pivots right to the value you offer. The goal is exactly the same though. Spark a little curiosity and get a conversation started in the DMs. And finally, a more formal email template rounds out the outreach toolkit. But even here, the principles are the same. Personalize that subject line, get straight to the point about the value you provide, and keep the call to action simple. Okay, so we have the idea, the 10-minute build, and the sales plan. It's a whole startup in a box. But the source material had one last request. And this is where we have to stop and really question what is actually being built here. So it turns out the main thing being requested wasn't the business plan itself. It was a plan to create a YouTube video about the business plan. A full-on plan, complete with a viral title, a shot list, and even editing notes designed to keep people watching. And this changes everything. The AI agency, the branding, those outreach scripts, they're not just business assets anymore, they're props. They are the raw material for a piece of viral content. The startup is the story. Which leads us to the final
And I think most critical question, what is the actual product here? Is it the AI agency, or is the real product the video about creating the AI agency, a video that's perfectly engineered for an online audience that absolutely loves the hustle? It's a fascinating look at where business and content just completely blur together today.